Do you consider yourself a real football fan? Then it's time to prove it. This video exposes the casuals and only 1% of football fans pass this quiz. We are testing your World Cup knowledge all the way from past tournaments, all the way to this summer's World Cup that's happening right now.
You just go try to beat me and also leave your comment down below to see how many you got.
We also want to hear your predictions for the World Cup and who you think is going to win this year. I'm back in France. Round 1, history of the World Cup. Are you a casual World Cup fan? Answer these World Cup questions correctly. Only 1% of people get the last question correct. Question number 1. Which nation won the first ever World Cup back in 1930?
Brazil.
Brazil?
Yeah.
That is incorrect. The correct answer is Uruguay. If you got this question wrong, you should just leave now. Question number 2. Which African country hosted the World Cup in 2010?
South Africa.
That is correct. The correct answer is
Yes.
South Africa. Of course, the 2010 World Cup was the year of the famous Waka Waka song by Shakira. Do you want to give us a rendition?
Alright, thanks.
Here's a bonus question for you guys. What was the name of the controversial ball used at that World Cup?
The Jubilani.
That's correct. The correct answer is the Jubilani. Of course, Diego Forlan mastered the Jubilani. Of course, he had some superb strikes at that World Cup. Go watch some clips, trust me. Question number 3. Who are the World Cup all-time top goal scorers? I need both of their names.
Both their names. Pele.
Second name?
Maradona.
That is incorrect. The correct answer is Miroslav Klose and Lionel Messi, joint on 16 goals. Of course, Messi is only just new to this list as he scored a hat-trick in his first game of this year's World Cup against Algeria, so he totaled Klose's 16-goal tally. Question number 4. Eventual winners Spain lost their first World Cup game in 2010, but who did they lose against?
Oh. I'd probably say South Africa then.
Incorrect. The correct answer was Switzerland. Not many people know the answer to this question. Now let's move on to the final question. Only 1% of football fans get this one correct. Question number 5. The most ever goals scored in a World Cup game by a single player was how many goals?
5.
That's correct. Round 2. Current World Cup. Have you been watching this year's World Cup? Well, then you should get 100% on this quiz. Question 1. What was the first match of this year's World Cup?
Mexico versus South Africa.
That's correct, yes. If you didn't know this and you haven't been watching the World Cup. Question 2. There are 3 players playing in their 6th World Cup this year. Can you name all 3?
Ronaldo, Messi, and Okocha.
That is correct, yes. Is Ochoa a World Cup legend? Leave your comments below. Question 3. How many red cards have been given out at this year's World Cup?
6.
Oh, the correct answer was 7. This includes the first ever red card given out for a player that was covering their mouth when speaking to an opposition player. Do you like that rule? Question number 4. How many countries are making their World Cup debut this year?
3.
That is incorrect. The correct answer is 4. Bonus question. Can you name me the 4 countries that are debuting this year?
Cape Verde.
Uh-huh.
DR Congo.
Incorrect.
Curacao.
Yeah. Hang on. People were unhappy with our pronunciation of this. It is pronounced Curacao is what I've learned.
I'm not sure.
No. The correct answers were Cape Verde, Curacao, Jordan, and Uzbekistan. If you get this final question correct, then you're a true fan of the World Cup. Question 5. There are 3 countries hosting this year's World Cup. Canada, Mexico, USA. How many games are being played in Canada this year?
14.
That is incorrect. Correct answer was 13. You were so close, man. Round 3. Who am I? Only 1% of football fans can guess this mystery player. Hint number 1. I scored 77 goals for my country during my international career.
Ronaldo.
Incorrect. Hint number 2. I am the youngest ever player to score a hat-trick at the World Cup at only 17 years old.
Messi.
Incorrect. Hint number 3. I spent the majority of my career playing in my home country, playing for Santos.
Neymar.
Incorrect. Hint 4. I wore the iconic number 10 shirt.
Ronaldinho.
Incorrect. Final hint. I am the only player in history to win 3 World Cups.
Pele.
That is correct, yeah. Pele is, of course, one of the greatest players in World Cup history. Player number 2. Are you ready? Hint number 1. I was born in Poland, however, I represented Germany.
Michael Roos.
Incorrect. Hint number 2. I famously celebrated all my major tournament goals with a front flip.
Götze.
Incorrect. Hint number 3. I played for major European clubs such as Werder Bremen, Bayern Munich, and Lazio.
Immobile.
Incorrect. Hint 4. I've scored at 4 different World Cups.
Is it Gundogan?
Incorrect. Final hint. I am the World Cup all-time joint top goal scorer with 16 goals.
How do you say his name? Like close or close?
Oh, yeah, that is correct, yeah. Of course, his goal scoring record has just been equaled by Lionel Messi this year. Are you ready for player number 3?
Yes.
Hint number 1. I made my professional debut at 14 years old.
Lamine?
Incorrect. Hint 2. I spent time playing in Portugal, Argentina, and France before making my breakthrough onto the world stage.
It's not Zinedine Zidane.
Incorrect. Hint number 3. I currently play in Brazil for Sao Paulo.
It's not Neymar, is it?
Incorrect. Hint number 4. I won the Golden Boot at the 2014 World Cup, scoring 6 goals in 5 games.
Ooh, no clue.
Final hint. I scored a wonder goal against Uruguay, which won the Puskas Award and earned me a move to Real Madrid.
It's not Luis Figo, is it?
Incorrect. Correct answer. James Rodriguez. Of course, this goal was one of the most iconic goals ever scored at a World Cup. Are you ready for player 4, mate?
Yeah.
Hint number 1. I played for Everton in the late 90s, picking up 4 red cards in just 27 games.
It's not Rooney.
No, incorrect. Hint number 2. I won the treble under Jose Mourinho for Inter Milan in 2010.
Balotelli.
Incorrect. Hint number 3. I was nicknamed the Matrix for my unpredictable and aggressive defending.
Ooh, I'm not sure.
Hint number 4. I scored Italy's only goal from open play in the 2006 World Cup final.
Materazzi, is it?
That's correct. Are you ready for player number 5? Hint number 1. I'm the only player in World Cup history to win the Golden Boot despite being knocked out in the group stage with 6 goals.
Hold on, this might be beyond knowledge. Oleg Salenko.
That is correct. Yes. Here's an interesting fact. Oleg Salenko scored all 6 of his national team goals in the 1994 World Cup. Our final quiz is the rapid fire quiz. Reece, you have 30 seconds. How many questions can you get right? Your time starts now. What country has participated at every World Cup?
Brazil.
Correct. How often are the World Cup held?
4 years.
Yep. Who are the current holders of the World Cup?
Argentina.
Correct. What is the action called when players move the ball to one another?
Pass.
Okay, never mind then. We'll move on. What players are participating at their 6th World Cup this year? I just need one of their names.
Just player.
That's time up. All right, we've had a bit of fun in this video, and now we're going to get on to some controversial hot takes. Each one is going to get progressively more controversial.
My hot take: Jamie Vardy is the best English striker of all time.
Are you stupid?
Look, Golden Boot winner. Came from bottom of the leagues, and he's easily adapted to the high levels, and he's been one of the best strikers within the Premier League for the past few years. And he's been overall very good considering his level he was at. His story and how he's been brought from low to high, and he's got a lot of good things under his belt. He's Premier League winner. He's Community Shield, his FA Cup with considerably a bad Leicester squad, and I think compared to like Harry Kane, Shearer, he's up there with Shearer and Kane in my opinion.
Right. Okay. My first hot take. I'm going for a World Cup themed hot take here. I think USA have the team and the form to make it to the semi-finals of this year's World Cup. So, USA are the hosts of this year's World Cup. Could it add to the factor that they're being cheered on by their fans, which is leading them to these great results? I think as well, all round, USA have looked like a strong team compared to some of the other European giants haven't yet got going. I'd say European as well, but I mean like the South Americans haven't got going. Some African teams maybe need to get in there. At the moment, I would say USA are in the top 4 teams for form. And if they continue that, there's no reason they could not make the semi-finals. They could potentially push for the finals, although I think they would have to face France, which is where they would be put up against their first real test. So for that reason, I'm going to just go safe and say they can make the semi-finals. My hot take, Luis Suarez is the greatest all-rounded striker of all time. My thoughts behind this is that Luis Suarez has, of course, played in the Premier League, and he won the Golden Boot in his season at Liverpool with 31 goals, equaling Cristiano Ronaldo's record. And then he moved to Barcelona, won it in the 15-16 season with 40 goals. In his playing club career, Luis Suarez had 525 goals and 280 assists, which is a combined 805 goals and assists in 876 games, which is a ratio of 0.92 goals and assists per game he played. Of course, his goal scoring record is unbelievable, but also the fact that he contributes to goals as well with his assists. Of course, as well, he wasn't just good at his goals or assists, he also had the ability to dribble with the ball, which is not as common anymore for strikers. I don't know any other strikers that really get that number of goals and assists combined. And to do that over such a long period of time as well, nearly 21 years he's been playing in his career, to get those numbers is just outrageous. So for that reason, I'm putting him as the greatest all-rounded striker of all time. Do you guys have any hot takes? Let us know in the comments down below and we'll try to respond to all of them.